Hello there. Today I'm going to be doing a quick hardware tour of the HP H4300. It's a very old Pocket PC device running Windows Pocket PC 2003, which is what it was called before. It was called Windows Mobile in version 5. It came in this, I bought this off eBay many years ago when I was just really starting out in, as a Windows Mobile user, just so I could get a quick grasp, and it came in this leather case. I'm not sure whether it's a genuine official HP leather case, but nevertheless does the job. Velcro's wearing out a bit though, as you can see. So it's, as you can see, it's quite outdated looking. So we'll just take it out. Okay, so here it is. First things first, you'll notice is that the keyboard is, well, it does have a keyboard. It's got kind of I'd say a Samsung, what's it, a Blackjack and a BlackBerry form factor, just with the candy bar style, with the screen, touch screen, and the QWERTY keyboard. So what we have here is, so let's just give you a quick tour around the device. First things first, right off the back, it doesn't actually have a phone built into it, but it does have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so internet access is doable. So first things first, on the bottom we have a QWERTY keyboard, which I have to say does actually work really well compared to some of the other devices I've used from modern days. The buttons are round, which is a bit odd. Most Windows Mobile device buttons are usually squared or rectangular, but it does have a nice grip to them. They're fairly raised. Get a nice pleasant click from them, so you know exactly when you're pushing a button. One interesting note is that the numeric pad, when the numbers are actually embedded into the letters, and these particular keys are grayed, so it's easy to see where the numbers are. Just above that we have a few shortcut buttons and a D-pad. The shortcut keys are calendar. Let's see if we can get a bit closer there. Calendar, contacts. Got the D-pad, email, and the HP Task Manager. We'll look at that in a future video. Here we have the D-pad, so it goes left, right, up, down, and the middle button, which can be used as opposed to the touch screen. I'm not sure how big the touch screen is. It's obviously a resistive touch screen. There's not a lot of mushiness to it. I suppose you might be able to see from the light. I don't think you can, but there's not an awful lot of mushiness to it, to be perfectly honest, compared to some of the other resistive touchscreens I've used. So moving along the top, we have the HP logo. Not sure what this logo is, but maybe that will become obvious later. A couple of LEDs. I believe one of these is the charging and power button, and the other one is for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth notification. So if you have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enabled, it will flash green and blue, and depends what comms you've got activated on the device. Along the top we have the stylus, an SD card slot. There's a dummy card in there at the moment. There isn't actually an SD card to protect it from debris and whatnot. There's a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is still missing off most devices of today, which is interesting. On the right we have pretty much nothing. On the bottom we have HP's proprietary jack for syncing and charging, and a soft reset hole. And moving on to the left we have infrared port and a button to take voice notes. On the back it's pretty blank. We've got that logo again. We've got a little engraving here. I don't know if you can see that. It's Microsoft Windows powered, and there's the back cover, which we could probably take off now actually. Just a bit, seems to be a bit stiff actually. There you go. Okay, so first things first, everything is plastic, so it does feel quite cheap compared to some of the other devices today. Actually, it's just plastic everywhere. There's not really much different materials. So we've got a plastic screen, got some plastic keys, we've got some plastic fake chrome, some shiny plastic material, and it's all just plastic on the back. Obviously, this wasn't really an issue at the time, but newer devices are made of higher quality materials, such as the HTC HD2 and the HTC Touch Pro. and obviously the iPhone, which is made out of glass and plastic/aluminium, depending what generation. But enough of that tut. So the battery is of size 15,060 milliamps, which is 1560 milliamps. My apologies, which is rather large. Most devices are about average 1500, maybe 1200, depending on the type of device. But for a device that doesn't really have a phone and doesn't really have that much CPU usage, is quite good. I'm not sure what the specs are. I believe the amount of RAM in it is 54 megabytes, and it is manageable. So obviously you're not going to get an awful lot on the internal storage. So the battery is this size. It's a reasonably sized battery. Just plonks right in, and this slides right up. So I'm going to give you a quick comparison between the two of the HTC HD2 and the iPaq itself. So obviously the HTC HD2 is a lot more elegant looking in terms of thickness. I'm pressing buttons. Obviously the HP is a lot thicker, and in terms of width, the HP is obviously wider and taller, and the HTC obviously has a much larger screen. It's about twice the size of the one on the HP. Software differences we'll cover in another video, but one thing I can tell straight away is that the HP is about half the weight of the HTC, which is kind of obvious because this is more heavy materials such as metal and glass, and it has a few more bits under the hood. So this is running Windows Mobile 2003, or Pocket PC 2003 I should say, and we'll go over the software and whatnot in a future video, so keep up for that, and we'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Bye.